Thanks, George. Before I begin, I'd like to thank the group that put this breakfast together this morning. Liz Zienti, Kevin Wells, Jason Altenberg, and everybody else that was on that committee. We have 185 people here today, and I think that shows the interest in Rotary in this community. It shows the interest in Rotary, Rotary's interest in our children in this community. Rotary was founded here in 1905, right here in Chicago. This club, the Rotary Club of Naperville, was founded in 1941. In 1991, it began the Rotary Club of Naperville Sunrise. 3 years ago, Naperville Sunrise began the Rotary Club of Naperville Downtown. And shortly, on the 24th of this month, the Rotary Club of Naperville will give birth to the Rotary Club of Naperville South. So we'll have 4 Rotary Clubs in Naperville with over 300 members in our community. Think about what we can do as we all get together and do wonderful things like this today. The scholarships that we give, you see on your notes the dollars involved. It's huge. It does make an impact on our students. It does make an impact on their families. It's with great pride that I am a member of Rotary. It's with great pride that I welcome you all here today. It is a wonderful, wonderful day for the kids in our schools. Yesterday, speaking of schools, I had the opportunity to recommission a former Naperville playground. When they remodeled Gardner Park, the playground equipment there was salvaged, and it set up on a semi-trailer in the south side of Chicago, 41st and State Street, one of the poorest areas in the Chicagoland area. They had no money to install this wonderful playground, and I happened to see an article in the Naperville Sun, and I thought, you know, Rotary can step in and do this. Why don't we put that playground in place? I thought, well, this would be a simple thing. We'd go up and pop a couple of bolts in it, and we'll be done in a weekend. Well, that wasn't the case. We went up and looked at this, and we realized that there was no drainage. The playground that the kids had was basically a mud pit, weeds, all kinds of nasty stuff there, bees and what have you. So we went in and cleaned the lot up and realized there was no drainage. So we had to have a contractor come in and put in curbs and drainage and all the rest of this. And we had a lot of volunteers from the neighborhood that helped us. We had 11 clubs involved, so it does go across the district, the assistance there. And $17,000 later, and a beautiful playground is installed, and we dedicated it yesterday to the kids of St. Elizabeth's Catholic School, the oldest Catholic school in Chicago, built in 1881. These kids have never had a playground. Rotary made that happen. There are wonderful things that Rotary does, and if you're not familiar with our organization, take a look at Rotary.org. You can spend days there reading about all the wonderful things we do. Our major project today is the eradication of polio. We started in 1988 with 125 endemic countries with 325,000 cases of polio a day in those 125 countries. We're now down to 4 countries, and we have like less than 100 cases a year. And we need to get that fixed. We're working very hard on it. The hardest part is the last part. So that's some of the things that Rotary does, and if you're more interested in Rotary, we would love to have you, if you're not members, to come join us. At this point, I'd like to introduce Steve Coates to continue on with the program. Steve?
Good morning.